All right, welcome to this edition of the Bo Jackson Elite Commitment Spotlight. I'm here with Matt McClements from Dublin Jerome High School. Matt, how you doing, man?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Good, man. Good. Yeah, thanks for hopping on here. We're wanting to kind of dive into. You just recently committed to Denison University, a great program here in Central Ohio, and want to kind of go through all those things. But right out of the gate, you've been with the Black Sox for a few years now. Talk to us a little bit about your experience with the Black Sox and playing on some pretty competitive teams.
Honestly, the Dome has been just great. Can't really thank them enough. I've had a lot of fun there, and they just always help out and always find ways to develop their players. And the way they talk to their players is very important to me. And because I'm big on like the mental side of the game, so the way they preach that and the way that they help their players is just it's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Go into that a little bit. You being in Dublin, do you remember hearing about when the dome was going to be built and what all that was going to look like? And you've been there probably from the get-go, right?
Yeah, honestly, we found the Dome when we lived in Lewis Center, so we heard about it then, and then we moved to over in the Dublin area, and then it was just something that we really liked. It was just, I mean, it felt great. Obviously, like I said, going there was a lot of fun. So
Yeah, that's great. I mean, you had a whole crew, especially the group you were with this last summer. I'd come in almost every day, and there's a group of you guys in there getting work, and it's an awesome thing. You guys took full advantage of everything that was offered to you guys at that dome, and it's cool to see that pay off for you. So let's go a little bit into your recruiting process and take us back a few years, and let's go through the whole journey here. And did it start slow? Did it start fast? What was that experience like right out of the gate from a recruiting standpoint?
so I guess where recruiting really started was like the summer before my junior year. Pat Lavelle, you probably know, he came up to me and he was like, "What do you think about playing in college?" And I said, "Probably I would like to do that. It sounds like a good opportunity. I don't want to stop playing baseball." So kind of started there and went and visited some bigger schools and then some smaller schools, and just yeah, we started there. So then when COVID hit, we really took advantage of the like I really wanted to focus on the D3 level. I like the smaller feel of the schools. So we really hit that level hard and reached out to a ton of coaches, and then eventually whittled it down. And then in the summer, this summer, so Denison reached out and got good contact with them, went visited the campus, and absolutely loved it. And here we are.
That's awesome. Yeah, talk a little bit. You mentioned you wanted a kind of a smaller campus feel. How did you and your family kind of navigate what exactly was going to be deal breakers or super important for you in the recruiting process in terms of school size, majors, all the other things, some that include baseball, some that don't, but walk us through a little bit about what were some non-negotiables you were looking for in the college and program.
So it was pretty much like the education was huge, because obviously Denison's a great academic school, and it's really important that I get a good education, because I mean, if baseball doesn't work out, then you have something to fall back on or that you want to like pursue. So, and then the coaches were just, I mean, unbeatable. Coach Deegan, he's got it going on. He won a few national titles at Marietta, and Coach Jerome is awesome as well. Talked to him a lot and really developed a good relationship with him. And obviously, Coach LePere is a great hitting guy, so you gotta love him.
Yeah. Let's go into that a little bit. So talk to me about the first time you talked to Coach Deegan, and had you heard of him before in the coaching realm? He's very well respected nationally. Leadership and culture, and building elite teams. He's one of the best in the business at any level. And what were some of your first conversations with him like, and how did you kind of feel drawn to him as you got deeper?
So first we scheduled our campus visit, and then the morning before the visit, I sat down with my parents, and we listened to some podcasts he was like featured on. So just to kind of get a feel of what he's like and all that, and went to campus and we talked to him, and he's an easy to talk to kind of guy. You know, I can't say enough good things about him. He's great.
It's awesome. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely building a monster there at Denison. And let's kind of talk a little bit about that. So, what were some things, how aware did you have teammates, or have you had guys that have played for Denison before? How aware were you in just the, mobilization that they're kind of doing over the last 5-6 years at Denison?
I didn't really know anybody that was going to Denison or had gone to Denison, so it was kind of just a lot of research and a lot of looking into the program and watching a lot of videos and reading a lot of articles just to educate yourself as much as possible to kind of know what I was going to go into.
That's good. Yeah. So it's here's a quick profile on Denison. In 2019, they were 39-9. 2018, 32-12. 2017, they were 32-12. Consistently a top 25 nationally program, one of the best in the region. You're going to go to a program that is highly competitive at the Division III level. You're going to get a great education. What would you say to families and players who are approaching the recruiting process with a kind of Division I or bust type of mentality that we know exists out there? You have a great thing coming at Denison. You're going to have a phenomenal playing experience, but there are some people that feel like, man, it's all I'm after is D1. And kind of what would you say about that dilemma?
Honestly, I was definitely there once. I mean, that's the dream right away. That's where you want to be. And then you really have to I don't want to say get realistic, but you want to know where you are and you want to look where is you would feel the most comfortable. So D1 or bust is I don't think it's the best mentality because there's incredible baseball at the D3 level, and even there's good baseball at every other level. And especially in Ohio, no matter where you go, you'll find very good baseball. So you just keep your options open, and then at every level you can find somewhere nice to play.
It's awesome. Great answer. Yeah, you were spot on. I mean, Division III baseball in Ohio is a hotbed of some major power programs, and you're gonna have a great experience at one of the best ones at Denison. And talk to us a little bit. What other advice would you give to a younger Matt McClements if you could go back and talk to a freshman or sophomore Matt who's looking at this journey in front of him? How would you steer him through the recruiting process, and what would you hope to maybe steer him away from that you ran into?
I would definitely just say mentally just keep staying strong, because as soon as you crumble mentally, it's pretty hard to physically prevail. I don't know,
Yeah.
because once you crumble, it's just hard. So staying mentally strong is definitely something that is very, very important. It's hard to do, and it's very hard to do. And then another thing would be just when you're training yourself and you're practicing, you want to be uncomfortable. Training uncomfortably is something that I've been working on and trying to get better at, because once you get in those situations in the game that are uncomfortable, and other situations even in life that are uncomfortable, you want to be able to crush those situations and be at the top every single time.
Man, that's some great stuff. What are you going to major in? You sound like psychology or sports performance is coming your way, which would be awesome. What are you going to major in?
Probably accounting. I want to be an
Sure.
accountant someday. That's probably my goal. I took an accounting class my sophomore year. Really liked it. So that's probably
Numbers, debits, credits. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Love it. So, well, hey, thanks for jumping on here. We appreciate your insights, and certainly really excited about your move to Denison here and your commitment there. You're joining a great program, one of the best leaders and coaches at any level in the country, and you get to do it all kind of close to home and get an outstanding academic experience while playing just high level baseball. So congratulations, and we're so pumped for you. And like you mentioned, there's some good work in front of you still here before then, and we're pumped to be with you here for another year before you take off and move on to Denison. So thanks for jumping on, man, and we'll be in touch soon.
Thank you. Appreciate it.